Rootsology, hashtag job, wealth, health, creation. That's the focus. And of course, this month had so many themes, but one in particular that was very, very prominent was also Diabetes Awareness Month. And at the beginning of the month, we saw some big articles on the front page of the Observer that stated that there's a tsunami of young people that are going to be, or some who already have contracted diabetes. And so we're looking at the holistic perspective now. We have Dr. Aris Lotham, who is a food scientist, Sunfire Foods, of course, over there in Panama. And he has a beautiful setup there. Look at that setup there, those of you who are on Zoom. And I guess he has some students there with him. We see some persons who are there as well. And we say, hi, how are you doing? Welcome. We're going to learn more about these students and what they're doing. And also to remind you that Aris is on a 76-day fast for his birthday as well. And just to know how we can alleviate the diabetes situation, because big time here in Jamaica, big time in the black community in terms of the food that we eat. Greetings, Dr. Aris.
Hey, greetings, family. Blessings.
Wow, that's your space? Exactly where in Panama are you? I love it.
I'm in Maroon Land.
Yes,
Portobello World Heritage Park.
Beautiful.
We're on the coast, and we're on the northern side of Panama. Panama is an S laying down. It goes from east to west.
Right.
Colombia east, Costa Rica is on the west, and is on the north.
Right.
So between Panama, Jamaica, and somewhere in Bermuda is the Angel's Triangle. Very powerful vortex, and we got Cuba in the middle of us right
there. Yeah. So we want to say hi to you, right, and your students. Who do you have there? They're there with you, and you're working on your projects. And we want to talk about diabetes because we really have a serious. As you know, you lived in Jamaica, and you know what's happening in the world when it comes on to, in particular, African American people, West Indian people, people in the diaspora. But that's not touching you for sure, and those of those who you teach, your students and so forth. We know that's not going anywhere near you. Talk to us about welcome your students who are there.
Yes, I want to welcome my student all the way from. Where are you from?
Hi, I'm from California.
Hey, Cali.
Amazing.
Welcome.
The Palm Springs area.
Palm Spring, okay.
Okay.
Your name?
Name is Brittany Dixon.
Ah, nice.
I'm from Detroit, Michigan.
Awesome. Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Zoom.
Hello, I'm Nico. I'm from San Diego, California.
All right. Give thanks, man. Give thanks.
So turn the camera around. Yeah.
Ooh, who's that beautiful lady?
Where you from?
I'm from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
It's all about the US of A.
Yes.
All about the USA. Yeah, Brooklyn was my stomping ground one of the time when I lived in the States. So I'm familiar with all the areas, but Brooklyn for sure.
All right.
Yeah, so what you have popping there now?
Rio Piedra Organic Farm. We're in the UN World Heritage Park, Portobello. And Portobello, nearby the town of Portobello, is where they have the statue of the Black Christ.
Yes.
And the conquerors said that's been there like 400 years, a Christ they brought from Europe somewhere. But the Congos, the brothers and sisters, they said, them carved that right here in the mountains thousands of years ago. So right here. So there's a city here that's been here before Columbus.
Right. Wow. So you're looking good. How's the fast coming on? And what day are you on now?
Well, right now, I'm actually on, today is the 30th. I did a reset. So I'm actually on day 10.
Okay.
I started on the 21st because I was hanging out with some students that came from Dubai, some Nigerians came from Dubai and from France, and they were on the gourmet tip. So I had to break my fast and join the
gourmet. Yeah. Oh, man.
Day 10 of my 76 day fast or feast. I'm on a juice feast for 76 days to really celebrate my 76th rotation around the sun, which happened right after our great Majesty on the 24th of July.
You're the day after the Majesty. Next year, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, powerful.
Between the Majesty and the Garvey.
Yeah, Garvey is over there in August. You're right in between.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Anyway, I'll be 76, completing my 76th Earth Day.
Yes.
So I've been, since I became 68, I've been doing an annual fast. My life of the year, the number of days corresponding to the number of years that I've been on the planet.
Right.
And so at the rate I'm going, I'm eating 1 day less every year. So who knows? I'll be a breatharian if I make it to 365.
I trust that for sure. Yeah. So what, our focus really, as I said, was diabetes, and in terms of they say the tsunami is coming for our children. What would you say in terms of how to alleviate that, even with the juices, the fruits and the juices that you're going to do? Even at Haile Selassie School today, they're having an all-fruit day, and juice day and tree planting. And I said, wow, good. I wish Aris was here.
Hug your sugar loaf pineapple.
Ooh, hug it up.
People, doctors took you off for your sugar loaf pineapple. Some of you 10 years, 15 years. And then down the line, they got you on insulin. But you don't touch no sugar loaf pineapple in 10, 15 years. You don't touch no fruits. No fruit sugar. But the diet got worse to the point that you're on insulin. So what is the real dynamics of fruit in your life? That if you got rid of the fruits, the diabetes is supposed to get better. It's supposed to go away.
Of course.
So what are you eating? What's really on your plate that makes diabetes even worse?
Yeah.
Besides processed sugar, the refined sugar, the molasses, and all of these types of stuff. Even the alcohol is sugar. Cane, you make it from rum. Rum is made from sugar cane. But the processed food, the processing of sugar. And what about the big dumpling on your plate? What about the Bonnie yam? What about the Negro yam, the one that makes your knee grow?
Oh, no.
Where do they come in the scheme of diabetes? So they can predict there's going to be a tsunami of diabetes next year because they know you're eating more yam. You're going to eat more pasta, more rice, more macaroni. The bami, you can yam the bami because you pound the starch out of it.
Okay, so, thanks. Thank you.
Yeah, hold on to the bami. But them other starch, them know. The complex carbohydrates. Yeah. The yucca that you juice and you put it in a container and you see not one drip of water come out. We need to eat this thing. The yam, not one drip of water come out. And the dry rice that you boil and you pump it up with water to make it edible. You know those foods, human beings have been eating those foods only within the past 5,000 to 10,000 years. We never yam no rice.
Never yam no rice.
We never yam no yam before 10,000 years ago. We've been experimenting. So we see what go on now. The experiment failed.
Oh, big time. Big time.
So you need to come back home to your fruits. But how are we going to come back home? Number one, this year, you call it a fruit, but it's really a flower. It's a bromelia.
Right, yeah, with those things that are pointing out there.
So what you want to do, number one, juice the whole pine. Juice the whole pine with the leaf, the green leaf.
With the green leaf too?
Juice the whole thing, and you're going to neutralize the sugar in the pine.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
Come on home.
Come on home. Come on home.
Come on home. Come on. But the best thing is your jelly water, your coconut water. You need to drink coconut water. That's the perfect amount of sugar in it. So if you're going to make pine juice now, and what I do with the pine juice is I take the flour off, you know, bromelia flour, and I'm going to peel my pineapple end to end. And I have my students here.
Yes.
I'm going to be making pineapple juice for you. Come on, Nico. Let's fill up our blender with pineapple and let's start blending. We use the blender. We blend and press. And I'm peeling the pineapple now.
Yes.
You peel the pineapple now. And I'm cutting very little bit amount of the skin
I
off.
see that, right. Very sparsely.
Because in here, that clean. Nothing gets in there. You see, it's closed. All these eyes are closed.
Yes.
All of them is closed. That's clean.
The eyes are closed.
If you're going to juice the pineapple and you want to get all of this. So now let's go ahead and start the blender on low. Then we turn
All
it
right, the blender's on.
Turn the blender off. Let's take this off.
That was quick though.
What you say?
I was saying that was quick. That blend.
Look, 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Nothing a lot. Now I'm going to put it in my press bag, my juice bag.
Uh-huh.
You're going to zip it up. You're going to zip it up and you're going to press it. We're using the Sunfire juice bag, sunfire.com.
Uh-huh.
Place for ordinary bag. And you see, your hand.
So what does
pressing
that bag do now? What are you doing with that bag?
We're pressing the juice out. Let me
Okay.
massaging the juice out.
Yes, I love that.
It's go ahead. Let's blend some more. Now, once you do that, now you can get tight. And
You have your strong hands there.
You have your juice ready, and you're gonna wring it tighter and tighter. You keep wringing it tighter and tighter.
Yes.
And tighter, tighter, and you get all your juice out. Just
So what is it though, Aris? Why the pineapple juice is the best juice to drink? Even though we have to debunk that myth about not eating fruits because they're filled with sugar if you're diabetic.
Well, the thing is, it's either the starch or the sugar, or that has to go out of your diet. Let's go ahead and blend. Let's keep blending.
Yeah. The
Okay,
blender is rolling.
start.
All right. Yeah, Aris is.
You go and fill the bags. The thing is now, the human body, since we've been experimenting with eating starch for the past 10,000 years, and we realize now something is wrong. And starches are known as complex carbohydrates.
Right.
Or complicated food. Starches have to be turned into sugar. So every yam you eat, every dashi, every cocoa bread you yam, every hard dough bread, every dumpling, all of them things have to be turned into sugar,
Yes.
into a simple carbohydrate. So you're eating sugar when you eat these things.
Yeah,
But
right,
the
straight.
problem is, because you cook the yam, because you roast it, because you bake the potato, you destroy the starch splitting enzyme that would actually turn them into sugar.
Oh.
Not being processed, it's not being digested properly, it's not being converted into sugar, and then that potato, you put your butter on it. Fat. Fat and starch don't break down in the same medium.
Yes, sir. So, okay. So the
Okay.
pineapple is probably one of the ideal fruits.
Break down
Uh-huh.
in the same medium. And there's no way that you can realistically even use eat starch, without putting grease on it, without buttering your stuff. Put that in the cup. Without buttering your stuff, without buttering the potato.
Or mayonnaise.
Frying your so-called French fries, or whatever.
Yes.
You need grease in it.
Oh,
You need
Lord.
oil, but that doesn't digest. It doesn't digest. Doesn't digest with.
So what is happening even at the Haile Selassie High School today? They're having an all fruits day, just one dega day. So you're recommending as young as they can be, to introduce fruits to them instead of all these artificial snacks and things like that, or just have them, as children start eating more fruits.
Well, actually, we need to advise our government to don't no sugar to be sold in front of the school. All those candy.
Yes.
Let them sell fruits.
Yeah, right. That's
Let them
right.
sell fruit. And we should put fruit on their menu in school. We should give fruits away to the children. And we need to start cultivating that desire that to satisfy your sugar from fruits. From young.
Yeah.
Rather than the cornmeal porridge, starch. Rather than the dumpling and all of these heavy starchy foods, and rather than the sugar candies. So we need to start really making them addicted.
All right, you mentioned cornmeal porridge. You know, that's a staple here in Jamaica. That's a part of our culture. Apart from using the condensed milk and so forth, and you know, some people might use coconut milk or whatever. What is wrong with the cornmeal porridge for the listener's sake? I know they're saying that. I can't stop eating my cornmeal porridge.
Okay, so the corn, you know, corn is full of starch. The dry corn, not the fresh, round, sweet, tender corn. Dry corn is full of starch when you leave it to dry out in the field. And when you take that corn and just dry it and pulverize it and make it into a meal, now it's not going to digest effectively because you're going to cook it. And in cooking the starch, cooking the corn, you've destroyed the starch splitting enzyme.
Ah, yes, of course.
That will turn it into sugar. And that is the ptyalin. That's the enzyme, and we kill it, we destroy it. So now the human body has to produce the necessary digestive enzymes.
Yes.
In order to turn that starch into sugar. So, and we secrete it in our saliva. So really, you want to chew the cornmeal and mix it with saliva, which is going to have the bromelain in it, and the ptyalin, in order to digest the cornmeal itself. But we don't do that. We just, swallow it down hard and heavy.
Yes.
Warm, all of that, and it's not digesting.
Just a minute there, Aris. You know, when we're watching the vendors in particular peel the pineapple, they go through an arduous task of taking out those eyes, but you make it look so easy. What are you doing that's different?
Because what I'm doing with this, all the parts with the eyes, I am going to juice this.
Oh.
This is in my juicer. So I just cut this up.
Okay.
What we're going to put in the blender. So we bring the blender over here and put this in the blender.
Oh God, I want to live there.
That's what I'm dashing away. And even this part here of the pineapple, blender. And then one more, the core. Now for eating, I'm going to fillet the pineapple. So that's what I'm going to eat.
Okay. Wow, it looks beautiful. Sugar loaf pineapple. Then I see you on. I see Sharon on and on all the way from the UK. And you got to start juicing, man.
And this here, the core of the pineapple, this is what we juice too. So we juice.
Okay, that core, yes. That goes in your juicer, yes.
Put that in the blender, and to go ahead and blend it and juice.
Wow. Oh God, I could eat a piece of that right now. Right now, today is All Foods Day at Haile Selassie High School. Wow. Me hungry. That looks so sweet. That looks very sweet. Sugar loaf.
This is what we dice up, and this is what we're going to eat. And most of what you would have thrown away is that.
Right. You throw away nothing.
We don't throw away nothing except for this part that's spoiled. That's what we throw away, but this is really all we throw away, just the skin.
Yes, that's it. But a lot of people, okay, 1 second there, Alice. Our culture, as you know, they'll boil that skin and make pineapple juice, they say.
Well, you see what we do? We would put this skin and the top of the pineapple, in a blender with coconut water. Blend it and press it out. And you're going to have pineapple juice with green juice in it.
Yes, but we always throw that away.
Please, this is what's going to help neutralize the sugar inside of the pineapple.
That's a balance there. Those who are talking about diabetes issues.
That rest of the pineapple, all of this is the electrical current. This is the electricity. This is the negative pole. This is the negative pole. This is what's going to balance. So we're talking about the electromagnetic energies of food. The liquid, they're having up the sugar flavored or the pineapple flavored sugar water. But the watermelon, we eat the red.
Yes.
And of the watermelon, we need to process that. We need to juice that.
So that has to be juiced as well. I'm loving it. So the students that are there with you now, how long are they going to be there, and what kind of course are they on?
They're in a food certification course, 36 hours, 6 hours a day, right here in the kitchen with me, learning how to defend their life.
Wow, I like how you say that though. And all of us should think that way. We have to learn how to defend our lives. It's a war.
Absolute. So look at all this juice.
Wow.
All of this pineapples filled. This here is to eat. This here is to juice. So 6 pineapples.
And look how much you got out of it.
Out of 6 pineapples.
Blending up again.
Out of 6 pineapples, we get 3 gallons of juice.
Wow. That's just so awesome.
1 gallon out of every 2 pineapples.
Powerful.
And this is water. This is pineapple flavored sugar water. So you have to be careful if you're diabetic. You don't want to drink this like this. So what I recommend you do, this is now medicine. This is food as medicine. Let thy food be thy
medicine. And medicine be thy food. Perfect.
This pineapple, for this pineapple now to heal you, be mindful that this is a powerful medicine. This is very concentrated, very rich. Because pineapple is not going to build the body until they clean it out.
All right, there we go.
Toxins. If you're intoxicated, the first line of duty of the pineapple is to remove the toxin from the juice. Let's go ahead and put it in the bag. Let's empty the bag.
Wash it up.
And let's press it here. So we want to remove the toxins, and that's what the pineapple is going to do first. But there's so much toxin, there's so much dried out potato in the system, macaroni, pasta, all of these things, even the cow's milk, complex carbohydrate is starch still. So that's why the lactose intolerance. So what we want to do is put this pineapple in the system in small doses. You want to dilute it.
Like how much? How much do you use?
Look, I would say to start with 1 ounce of pineapple juice. 1 ounce, 3 tablespoons.
Of this juice, because people want to have an 8-ounce glass for a drink with them dinner.
1 8-ounce glass of water. Diluted. But simultaneously, you need to start getting the yam off of your plate. Start getting starch off of your plate. The rice, the macaroni, all of these things. That is the problem.
That's the problem.
Want to starch and gradually increase the fruit in a very scientific way.
That's why you're a food scientist, my brother.
All of that thing. Just eat your sugar cane. Or use sugar juice to sweeten.
Coconut water.
Or just your coconut water, the perfect amount of sugar. So I would blend my juice. Say if I'm making, say, like a June plum juice. Blend the June plum, flash blend it in the blender, low speed with coconut water. And I strip fruit, the pulp off of the seed, off the spike without crushing them up because I'm blending on a very low speed.
Aris, unfortunately, we're out of time. It seems like, I don't know where the time goes when you're on. It's just so much great information.
Give it a whole show next time.
Yeah, we need to do that. We need to work on something like that. But thank you so much. And your students doing so well. Hey, guys, thank you so much. Keep up the great work. I wish I could have some of that pineapple. The place is beautiful. Wow. Look at that space. Awesome. Look at the coconut trees. Next time around, we'll have Alice climb one of those trees for us. Oh, that's a beautiful space. I just want to be there. Wow. Thank you, Alice. How can persons reach you?
Next time.
Yeah, man, take care. We're going to have to come there next time and do an outside broadcast from there. How can persons reach you?
Welcome home.
Welcome home. What's your social media handle?
Okay.
IG.
Sunfired.com. SUNFIRED. Or just drop my name in there. ARIS.
Yes.
LATAM. And you got the handle.
Beautiful. Have a beautiful day. Enjoy your pineapple juice. Good for those who are suffering with diabetes. Drink your water. You're on your 10-day. You're on the 10-day of fasting now. And more power to you, my brother. Juice fast. Live juices. Thank you so much, Adis.
Okay.
Respect. Blessed love. Blessed love, guys. Thank you so much. All of you from the US of A. Wow. That's awesome. You know, me say, the Owen, take off the dumpling off of your plate. The holy rice and the yam. Boy, our culture is so ingrained into how we eat. The culture of, this rice and peas and chicken on a Sunday. You understand? Fish or whatever, and a festival on a Friday. There's so many things that are being done that are just culturally engaging. Thanks again, Dr. Arisa Tham. Thank you all.